We're back, Wally George here with you on Hot Seat. I am the one conservative American on commercial television, and I'm here to take on nitwits like Craig McIlvany.
Wally, I have
no what? Hey, hold on. This is the same creepo who came on my program and burned the American flag. Shows you the kind of creepo that you are.
Hey, I burned the flag. I burned the flag because we live in a country that can confiscate your house because you're growing a plant.
Hey, you burned the flag. You burned the flag because you're a dirty, rotten scumbag. That's why.
I have a point that you might find interesting. George Bush's life 40 years ago was saved by marijuana.
Oh, really?
Our president,
hold it down.
Our president would not be alive today if it weren't for the marijuana plant.
Oh, how was that, Craig?
During World War II, when he was bombed by the Japanese, he bailed out of his fighter pilot, and his parachute was made out of cannabis hemp, the marijuana plant.
Oh,
right here.
Hey, you know what?
This bill was made. Was made by the government.
Wait a minute. Now you know what he's going to say, and he said he's going to say when he landed, he smoked his marijuana, he smoked his parachute. That's the next.
Our own government produced a film.
Let me see that.
Our own government produced a film.
All right, let me see it.
This is very fragile. Our own government.
This is very. He says this is very fragile. It's called Hemp for Victory.
It was made by our own government. It was made by the USDA to encourage farmers to grow marijuana during World War II.
Hey, wait a minute. I sure want to be careful with this, don't I?
Wally, that film, that was made with your taxpayer money. Our government used to be in favor of marijuana.
No. I'll tell you what. Don't you know? I have had doctors and scientists on this program who have told me that the majority of people who go into heroin and crack, who snort cocaine, have almost always started with marijuana.
No, it doesn't start there. Have you noticed that all crack users and all heroin users...
Have you noticed that you're an ugly idiot?
Wait a minute, Wally. Marijuana is not the stepping stone. Marijuana is not the stepping stone.
Have I noticed what?
All hard drug users. You say all hard drug users start off with marijuana.
99%.
99% of all hard drug users
start on marijuana.
They have had apple juice. It's apple juice that causes it, Wally.
Oh, will you get out of here?
They've had water.
Let me document what I'm telling you. People start on marijuana and then let me talk before you answer me.
Well, then let me answer you.
They start on marijuana and then a friend says, "Hey, you think this is great? Wait till you see how it is to get high on cocaine."
No.
And then they go to cocaine, then they go to heroin, then they go to shooting up. And I'm saying marijuana is the start of the decadence of the end of our society as we know it.
How do you explain the fact? How do you explain the fact there are far more marijuana users than there are hard drug users? If marijuana users truly moved on to harder drugs, then there would be more hard drug users than marijuana users.
Well, I'll tell you. Hey, listen.
And your buddy Clarence Thomas smoked pot. He admitted it.
Wait a minute.
Clarence Thomas. Not only is he a pervert and he puts pubic hairs in coke, he smokes pot.
Wait. Speaking. You're a fine person. Hey, you're a fine person to talk about perverts. This guy doesn't look like he belongs in the human race.
I'm here to say marijuana, the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency's own judge, Francis Young, declared that marijuana is the safest therapeutically known substance in history.
Oh, you are so full of
That
it.
is not full of it. That's the DEA's own judge. They said that he ordered the DEA to reconsider rescheduling marijuana as a Schedule I drug instead of Schedule II, and they refused.
Now, you have said to me that drugs can save the world.
Marijuana can save the world.
Oh, how can marijuana save the world?
Because the fiber of the marijuana plant, instead of cutting down our precious forests, we can make paper that is in higher quality, it's cheaper to make, and it's naturally white, so we don't have to diox it with bleach. We can make paper out of marijuana. You can make oil to run cars out of marijuana.
I've heard enough. Marijuana cannot
It'll save the world.
Marijuana cannot save the world.
Wally's paranoid.
Marijuana cannot save you either, because you're out of here.
Wally needs